Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching, episode 110. 25 plus 20 plus 5 plus 25 plus 20 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 110, cause math.
She left me in the dust on that one, so you better check
Woo!
it. You better check it. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to Ohio.
Thank you, Pam.
As Cheryl says, welcome to West Virginia. Welcome to Southwest Ohio.
Yes.
We are back from our travels, which were, well, all over Wisconsin.
Yes. We didn't call it the Wisconsin Wingding.
We did not. It was definitely the Wisconsin Wingding, and we pulled in at, let's see, Thursday evening, around, what time?
7-ish?
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 7-ish. No problems on the road.
Nope.
No extended bad weather. We might have had some sprinkles along the way. But basically safe and sound back here.
Yes. We, as you all know, if you watch our channel, then you saw that we recorded a on-location video last week at my aunt's house, Pam's sister's house.
Right.
Because let me just tell you that if we had waited...
Oh, baby. We'd be here for a 4-hour video. So we're awfully glad that...
you're welcome.
That we had the opportunity to do that. It was kind of a rest day anyway, before last week's... Adventures. Of which there were many.
Yes.
So it gave us a nice opportunity to get that in, and you saw everything up to that point.
Right.
Needless to say, another whole week has passed, and we have done some more things, a wide variety of things, and you're going to hear all about it.
Yeah.
So grab your drink, settle in, and
we'll go through.
Thanks for coming by again.
Yes.
A special hello to everybody.
Now we're going to do the special hello again.
She left it
in the dust for Pam's pinned comment.
We just are hearing about teachers getting ready to go back to school, school librarians getting ready for the new school year. So, a special hello to everybody who is glad to see the kids go back to school.
Yeah,
how's that? Anyway, like we said, we had a big week. After or since the last video, while we were still at my sister's, and it started with Monday.
Yes, so Monday was a non-stitching adventure day, and typically we don't share a lot of non-stitchy things. However, this is important.
Correct.
Because
this has been in the works for
months.
As soon as we knew we were going to my sister's in the summertime.
Yes. So my aunt and uncle have 2 4-wheelers, and so there are a lot of ATV trails in the North Woods of Wisconsin, and my wonderful uncle took me on a 4-wheeling adventure on Monday. And if you follow along on my Insta stories, then you probably saw a bunch of that. And we drove on the 4-wheeler approximately 30 miles.
That's a lot.
Just shy. So we did like 10 miles in the woods going, and then we met my mom and Laura at a sort of like local small town bar and grill and had lunch. And then my uncle and I hopped back on the 4-wheelers. And
off they went.
Off we went for another 20 or so miles. So it was so much fun. I've gone 4-wheeling once when I was in high school. But it was like, it wasn't on an official trail. It was like in Summersville, Indiana with some high school friends. And I don't remember it being like on an official trail or anything like that. So this was the first time since I've been an adult that like I did it right. So So Pam took some pictures and also some video of me on a 4-wheeler. If you would like to be thoroughly entertained, I highly suggest that you do not fast forward through the next little section of pictures and video of me on a 4-wheeler, which we will insert here. Needless to say,
sorry I held the phone vertically, but
that's okay.
You get the drift. I didn't realize it was going to be used anywhere else but on my phone.
I think that everyone deserves to see me on a 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
And yes, I did wear a helmet.
Yes, you did wear a helmet.
When I was on the actual trail,
Right.
and then I also had gloves on. But it wasn't necessarily as muddy as I had anticipated it to be.
Right.
But it was still a fantastic time. So if you ever have the chance to go 4-wheeling, I highly recommend it because it's a lot of fun.
Right. Did we also insert the picture of your uncle making you?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that they've already seen that?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure what your plan was.
Yes.
So,
100%.
yeah, isn't my brother-in-law adorable?
Yes.
Right.
So cool.
Anyway, so that was Monday.
Yes. And then we made the executive decision. So we knew that we were going to go down to Milwaukee on Tuesday. Our original and stupider plan was to just get up early on Tuesday, drive the 3.5 hours south to Milwaukee, and then do all the things in Milwaukee we were going to do, and then drive back 3.5 hours to my aunt's house, and then Wednesday our plan was to leave and drive 3.5 hours south to Spring Green. And we were like, that's dumb.
That's dumb.
Actually dumb.
And actually it was my brother-in-law who said, what you really should do.
Yeah.
And he was right.
Right.
So we went in 2 vehicles to Milwaukee. Actually, the first stop was to the O&H bakery.
Yes.
To buy ourselves some Kringle.
Yes.
And if you don't know what a Kringle is, it's basically a circular ring-shaped pastry.
Yes.
They come in all different flavors. And they have a very sweet, sugary, white icing on them.
Yes, they do.
It's not completely covered, but trust me, it's enough.
It's amazing.
And usually if you go into one of the O&H bakeries, and I think they are in multiple locations.
Yeah,
but,
I think there's 3 or 4
but
of
not
them.
all over the state. I think
Just in Milwaukee.
primarily around Milwaukee. You can go in and get samples, and usually they're so sweet and delicious that they have like little wedges of them for you to taste.
Oh, so
So
good.
that was our first stop, was to go to O&H Bakery. Some of you who've been around a while, well, first of all, we had a young lady, friend, woman, gosh,
Stitcher.
I'm struggling.
I know.
Who came into Keepsakes, and you're going to hear about her in a sec again.
They know about her, though.
Okay. So when Lisa came to Cincinnati to Keepsakes and brought a Kringle for the table.
Lisa is the person who put our faces on M&Ms.
Yeah, the faces on M&Ms, remember? Okay.
She's our friend with a capital F.
Yeah, and the banner that said
Congrats on 100.
episode 100 or whatever. Okay, so Lisa had originally introduced at least me and Steph to Kringle. Barbara, our shop owner, had said that back in the day when Norden Crafts was in business, and they were more or less a mail order wholesaler, and I can't remember where they were originally located. You older stitchers will know. Norden Crafts.
I think they were in Wisconsin.
Okay.
But I don't know for sure.
They would always send their retail customers a Kringle around Christmas time. And so when Lisa showed up at Keepsakes with a Kringle, Barbara told that story, and she said when Norden Crafts went out of business, all of a sudden, of course, the Kringles stopped coming, and her sons were like, what happened to the Kringle we always get at Christmas time? So anyway, that was our first stop.
So they actually were located in Schaumburg, Illinois, which is it's sort of northeast of Chicago, not far from Milwaukee at all.
Right. I think one of the stranger sensations or geographic clarities that came to me was how close Milwaukee is, distance-wise, to Chicago.
Yeah.
When you're driving south to Milwaukee, all you see is signs for Chicago. So anyway, we got 2 Kringles. They freeze very well. We had brought a cooler. I think Laura got one. And then we were... She got 2. And then we went on to meet our friend Lisa of Kringle and M&M fame.
Correct.
For lunch.
Yes, friend with a capital F.
And
so we went for lunch to Water Street Bar and Grill, and which was at the Oak Creek location, I believe.
Right.
And so we went there because it was close to O&H Bakery that was in Oak Creek.
Right.
So for those of you that are in the area, for frame of reference, so we went to that location, had a wonderful, wonderful lunch with her.
Oh yeah, great salads.
We had seen her up at World Cross Stitch Day. She came up for that to Wausau, and so we realized just how devoted she is to us because that's a long ass drive.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to Lisa.
We had a blast.
It was so much fun.
Right.
And so we sat there for a good long while and sat and talked. And then another non-stitching related thing that was on our sort of list of things to do was to go to the Jelly Belly factory. Now, I will say that we had a phenomenal time. We bought a lot of jelly beans. But I was under the impression, and maybe I just should have asked Lisa more questions because maybe Lisa knew this and I didn't know. But I thought we would get to see jelly beans being made.
Yeah. So you got this little tour on this little train.
Yeah.
And all it did was go from point to point to point with a little video.
Right.
At each point. And
I knew something was up.
We were somewhat disappointed, although that didn't prevent us from spending a lot of money on jelly beans. And that was fun.
It was
super fun.
Exceptional time.
Yeah. So super fun.
So fun. And we
so it was Steph and I, Lisa, and my sister.
Yes. And so I will, at the end of the video, I will put in pictures of I don't know if I have any that I sent to you.
Oh.
But if there's pictures of us at the Jelly Belly factory, then I will insert them. If not, don't worry about it. But make sure that you check out my Instagram because I've saved all the things from that, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So we went and we did that and had the best time. I've come to find out that I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy the sour Jelly Bellies.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
So we had made reservations to stay down in Waukesha.
Yes.
Tuesday night.
We did.
Which was the brilliant, decision rather than going back up to Abbotsford.
Yes, so it was a little bit west of Milwaukee, and it was close to 94, which runs east-west, because our plan was to get up on Wednesday and drive to Madison, stop in Madison.
And go to Spring Green.
And then go to Spring Green.
Right, so that's why we went in 2 cars, because the next morning was our... goodbyes to Laura.
Right, but you forgot about Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah. So we're at the Jelly Belly factory, and we hear from the Lost and Floss girls.
Yes.
This is Barb and Leanne at Lost and Floss.
Yes.
They're in, essentially,
Milwaukee,
Waukesha area, and they wanted to know if we could get together with them for dinner.
And initially, when we didn't think we were staying...
Right.
I was like, I don't know if we can do that because we're driving back, and I felt horrible because I really wanted to see them.
Yeah.
But Barb had to work till 3:30, and I was like, I just don't know if it will work. And then when we changed our plans, I reached back out to Leanne, and I was like, so our plans have changed. Can you guys do dinner?
Right.
And so we decided on a 6:45, 7 o'clock dinner time. So it was me, and we went and checked into our hotel in Waukesha.
Yeah.
And then 6 minutes down the road was this amazing restaurant that Barb and Leanne picked.
Yeah.
And it was called Cafe Hollander. And I was like, excuse me, ma'am.
Right.
And I looked it up on Google on our way down, and I was like, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So, from the name, yes, it is a sort of combination restaurant that has food from Belgium, Holland, and that part of the world.
And beers from Holland. Beers from Belgium, mostly.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it was super, super fun.
It was awesome.
Oh my gosh. We had such a ball talking to them. And then after dinner, I think we've got a picture, though, don't we?
Yep.
From dinner with them. We're going to insert that.
Yes.
Here. So the table of us, of course, and then Leanne said, let's go get ice cream at Kopp's.
Custard.
Oh, frozen.
Frozen custard.
Oh, that's what they have.
Not ice cream.
Okay.
Well, all of Wisconsin will riot if we say we had ice cream.
That's true. That's true. Sorry, Wisconsin people.
Sorry.
So we went to Kopp's. C or K?
Kopp''s.
Right, Kopp's. And we all got ice cream, and this place is huge. There were places to sit and everything. And so we went around to the seating area, and while we're sitting there talking, you guys, you are not going to believe what happened. This was, I'm sorry, but I just put my hands in the air because...
Just put them in the air, Pam.
I'm not going to right now.
Please do.
But in walks... another FlossTuber from Wisconsin.
Yep.
Who saw us go in to Kopp's with Barb and Leanne.
Yep.
And it was Lynn Miracola.
Yep.
Who's Lynn M.
Stitches. Yes.
Who had been to StitchCon, like Barb and Leanne had been.
Yes.
I put my hands in the air and I went just like, what the hell?
Well,
I did.
And it wasn't like she was originally from California and walked in.
I know, but what are the chances?
I don't know, Pam. Okay?
What are the chances of all of a sudden Lynn is standing there and we're sitting with Barb and Leanne?
And Pam's like, I don't even know what my name is.
And I am like, what are the chances of this?
What are the chances?
Here we had that experience up in Wausau at the shop.
With all these great people.
With all these great people for World Cross Stitch Day.
Yep.
And then this happens.
Wow.
And I am like crazy. I'm not able to deal with it. It's just too random.
She can't even handle it.
Yeah. So
while Pam's talking about that, I will have put the photo of the three of us at Kopp's. So we're good there.
Yeah. So it was So Stephanie and I and Lynn at Kopp's.
And so Lynn
she couldn't linger too long. She was with family.
Yeah,
and so
she had
forth.
gone to Milwaukee to pick up someone at the airport, and they were on their way back, and they stopped at Kopp's. And Lynn lives in Oconomowoc, which is even farther west than
toward
Waukesha.
Madison. Right.
Yes, towards Madison. Yeah. So
we're all about the geography of Wisconsin.
Now that we figured it all out, finally.
Oh my gosh! So that was
I also
crazy.
really enjoy saying Oconomowoc.
Yeah. So
really enjoy it.
All those
enough to want to move to Oconomowoc.
All those Wisconsin towns with Indian names that end in OC are just
like Manitowoc, Oconomowoc,
all that stuff,
all the things.
So that was great.
Yes,
we got home, we got back to our hotel in Waukesha.
Yes,
and got a pretty good night's sleep. And because we'd had a very busy day on Tuesday.
Very busy.
And Wednesday we had breakfast at the hotel, and Laura tootled on back home. We said our goodbyes, and she managed to get home in a relatively civilized time.
Civilized time?
Well,
not late.
Time. Well, not late.
Okay.
And then we had
adventures planned for that day.
So we took off from Madison.
Yes. So we're gonna we'll go through it a lot more in haul.
Right.
But the long and short of it is that we first stopped at Lynn's of Madison in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yep.
We were there for probably an hour and a half, if not more.
Well, we get out of our car at Lynn's.
Yes.
And we're walking side by side into the shop. Now, what I generally do, and I'll mention this again later maybe, is that I have a bunch of charts that I take to new LNSs to perhaps get fabric for or other things. And so I call it my LNS bag, and it isn't the one I take to my LNS every week, but it's more or less one that I take to visit other LNSs to maybe, like I said, find fabric for or threads or whatever. So I had that with me. Actually, I didn't have the whole bag. I picked up two things, and we were headed into the door, and this lovely woman sees us coming again. And she turned around and she hesitated, she said afterwards, because she thought maybe we had a an appointment or something, or something scheduled inside, and she didn't want to interfere with that. But she turned around, she looked at us, and she goes, "You've got to be kidding." Just like that. And I started to smile, and she said, you know, us FlossTubers, right. We get this all the time. You don't know me, but I know you. Mm-hmm. Her name is Beth. She's a delight.
Yes.
And she was just fun to shop with.
Yes. And I was like, you have a fantastic LNS.
Now, this was it was a fantastic LNS, but it was somewhat different.
We're going to talk about it in haul, Pam.
Well, I know, but I just want to describe it. Okay. Because it had a lot of cross stitch, but it also had art supplies, like paints and things like that. And spatulas and tools. We were joking because obviously we're not artists with anything but thread and needle.
Right.
But there were things there that I would think would be for cooking.
Yeah, like spatulas.
And,
but they're used for painting.
Dabbers and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting to look at all. And there were people there that were shopping in those departments. Yeah. But it was a very, very good shop. And obviously the owner was there, Lynn, and she let us do some filming. And
we'll show that.
She had a really good selection of different things, and I was able to add to the kit that I was trying to complete.
Yes.
So we went from Lynn's west to, I thought Stephanie was going to pee herself. She was so excited to go to Spring Green and go to the Country Sampler. And Lynn said before we left, she says it's a lovely drive over there, and she was right. It was a lovely drive, and we got parked right on the curb, about 2 doors down from Country Sampler, and it's in Spring Green, Wisconsin, which is really right in Frank Lloyd Wright country.
Yes.
And that was interesting to me. We've been to several Frank Lloyd Wright houses. If we'd taken the time, we could have seen some more while we were in the area.
Taliesin and House on the Rock.
Yeah, Falling Waters.
Falling Waters in Pennsylvania.
No, we haven't been to Falling Waters, but there's one out west that we went to when you guys were little. Can't remember.
Well, we've been to Taliesin.
Well, I can't remember which is which. But anyway, lots of different placards around about Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yes.
And even businesses were designed in the Frank Lloyd Wright style. Yes. So that was very interesting.
It was really cool.
And
I love his architecture.
So we proceeded in there.
We did.
So do we want to say anything more about Country Sampler at this point?
No.
But there will be...
but it was awesome.
Yeah. Do we have video of your...
Yeah, but we'll insert it in haul.
In haul we're going to do that?
Yep.
Okay, so we can now say we've been to Country Sampler.
Yes.
And we had a very successful...
Feels really good to check something off our bucket list.
Yeah, off our bucket list. So the stitching community have also got that on their bucket list. And,
and after
it is a very unique experience. No question about it. Very unique experience.
For sure.
And... yeah, so
that's why you should go check it out. But we'll talk all about it when we get to our haul portion.
Okay. So that's pretty much the summary of our week. Like I said, all safe and sound.
We did end up staying the night in Rockford, Illinois, just because by the time we left Country Sampler, it was like 4:45.
Yeah, and it would have gotten us home
at
really,
like 3
really late.
a.m.
Right.
And so
we just said it's worth, another night.
So we drove 2.5 hours to Rockford, Illinois, and that way it was only like 6.5 hours home the next day.
Right.
So we got home, and then I actually did not have to work at the shop on Friday. Barbara was out of town, and so Lenny worked Friday, and I worked Saturday.
Right.
So that was perfect, and it was a nice, not crazy busy day on Saturday, which was nice, and then... here we are today.
Yeah. So anyway, what a great adventure. We're so happy to have gone, and we're happy to be home.
Yes.
As every journey away is, and we're back kind of into our routine.
Yes.
Okay, we had a slight pause there for a lighting adjustment.
Sorry. I felt like Pam was in the dark.
She felt like I was in the dark.
And
I don't want
Pam in the dark.
Anyway.
Okay, go.
It's time for... Yeah, Stephanie always looks like she's picking her nose in that. I don't know how. I don't know. Anyway.
Wait, does it change when you hit the buttons?
I have no idea.
Nope.
No,
Okay, great.
not.
We're done with kazooing. Okay.
Kazoo. That was your kazoo lesson for the week.
Yes.
Pam's pinned comment comes to us from a viewer who just commented like a day ago. So sometimes, you have to wait a while for one to really. Anyway, Ladybug Stamper, whoever you are.
Hello, Ladybug Stamper.
Your comment has been pinned to the top of last week's video comments. And this is what she said. OMG. OMG.
Oh, God, you're going to do it again, aren't you?
OMG.
Yep.
You are officially famous. Can I have your autograph? Do you have signed posters yet?
No.
Totally fan crushing here. Your TV interview was awesome.
Thank you.
This year, local news. Next year, world news. Crews will be lining up to interview you on World Cross Stitch Day, which I think is August 14th, 2020. So mark your calendars. Also, my birthday. What a great day that will be next year. So thank you, Ladybug Stamper. That was just fun and just reminded us of all the fun we had in Wisconsin.
It's just funny because we're just normal people.
And we're just normal.
And I love how we're going to go from local news to world news. It's just skip national.
Well, they probably wouldn't find room for us.
No,
national
not.
news.
Probably not.
Anyway, let's talk about stitching.
Okay, let's.
All right.
So Pam doesn't have any whips. Well, she does. But,
Well, I do. Of course, I have my usual.
right.
But
nothing.
I'm not going to talk about any
Correct.
today.
I'm sorry about your talk.
Yeah.
But I'm going to talk about something. So I had finished last week, and I had taken maybe 4 things, I think, total to Wisconsin to potentially start. I wasn't sure what I was going to feel like when I finished my other thing. So I ended up starting, for a few different reasons, which I'll explain, this Spread Kindness by Heart and Hand. And this I got as a full kit as one of our gifts at Stitch Away 2019. I do want to make a quick note that if you like this pattern, it is not exclusive to Keepsakes. She did release this at Nashville Needlework Market. The kits are only sold at Keepsakes. We have maybe 10 or 12 left, maybe. So we do still have them at Keepsakes if you're interested in the full kit. But if you'd like the chart, that's available like everywhere. So I had a comment on my post about this, and they said maybe this can be released for World Cross Stitch Day next year. And I was like,
it's already out there.
It's already out there.
Not the kit, just the chart.
Right, yes. The chart is exclusive to Keepsakes. But, so the reason that I went with this one is for a couple of different reasons. One is that I was super inspired by World Cross Stitch Day. It just, got everybody, just really excited about the craft. And so it was just, the fact that people drove 3+ hours just to hang out with us for an afternoon on a random Friday is, it just so nice. And that's the core of I think what this community is about, is kindness and the love of the craft. And so that is why I started this. So now I will always remember this as my Wisconsin start. And I am going to use one of the Blackbird designs. She does provide in the kit backing fabric for this, but I am going to instead use one of the Blackbird design fabrics that I bought at Needle Workshop. And so, that's this. So, it came all as a kit, so everything is all kitted. And the fabric that it was included in the kit is 32 count vintage country mocha linen from Whitechapel, I think. And so this is how much I got done from, when did I start this? Maybe Tuesday? Tuesday we were.
You started earlier than Tuesday?
I started it Monday night.
Monday night.
Yeah,
after
because
four-wheeling?
Yes, because I finished Wordplay Sunday night after the video.
Okay.
So almost a week on this. So that's how much I have done. And I know that this looks really weird, but those are the fingers of the hand that's holding the heart. So, yep. I love it. I love the reds and the pinks. They're so pretty. This is probably my favorite one, though. I love that heart so much.
She did that after I went to bed last night, so I got up to see it, and I was like, Wow, that came out so cool.
Yes, it looks very, very cool.
Yeah.
So you can see the...
So Cecilia, when she designed this for Stitch Away, and it was for the
her 25th anniversary.
Her 25th anniversary in the cross-stitch designing business.
Yes.
Aren't there supposed to be 25 hearts?
Yes.
In the design.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
There you go. So there are 25 hearts. Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
Very,
for
very
heart
clever.
in hand. Get it?
Yeah, heart in hand, and there's a hand.
So it's been super fun to stitch. It stitches up fairly quickly. So I'm excited about this.
Yes.
So that is my whip.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So, one of the charts that I took to Wisconsin, because I was fairly confident I would make some progress, I actually didn't stitch as much as I thought I was going to. Not really a reason why, just whatever. But I did finish it yesterday.
Yeah.
And it is the Ink Circles Northwoods Law. Northwoods Law. Jeez. Northwoods. You know what I'm just,
Yes.
diarrhea of the mouth. Referring to the TV show. But Northwoods.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was appropriate. I was basically going north. And we were in the woods. So anyway, this was a 2018 Mania start. So that frees up a slot for Mania 2020.
Yeah.
And once I got home and kind of in my usual routine and so forth, I was able to finish it.
Yeah.
So this is the completed Northwoods Law.
Yep.
I did it again! Northwoods Law!
Oops.
That's so
You just
weird.
took it down for the people to see.
Yeah, sorry. Northwoods by Ink Circles.
No law.
No law. No law involved.
Lawless Northwoods.
The lawless Northwoods, yes.
Looks really good.
Isn't that funny? All I had to do basically was the 5 stars at the bottom and the border and everything. So I'm pretty thrilled with this.
What
this
fabric is that on?
32 count London Fog from Under the Sea Fabrics. Yep. There's not a whole lot of variegation in this, but I think when...
variegation of the fabric or the floss?
Hardly any in the floss.
Right.
It takes Blaze and Caper from Weeks, 2 colors, and there's not too much variegation in the fabric.
But it's pretty, though.
But there is enough that I hope to expose it when I do get it framed on the outside of the border.
It looks so good.
And like I've said many times, this will be a commemorative piece for my cousin Steve, who liked to hunt.
Yes.
So,
Pam, ring the bell. There you go.
All right.
Okay, now my finish.
2 finishes, guys.
Are you ready?
Wow.
Is my December wordplay from Brenda Gervais of With I Needle and Thread. And I finished this. I basically, at the end of last week's video, I only had the 2 little reindeer left to do.
Yeah.
So, I finished it. So, it's on 32 counts Amber Linen by White Choke. And it's freaking cute.
Hold it closer. There you go. That's good.
It's freaking cute. I love it. So I just had those 2 little reindeer left to do before I finished it.
Right.
Which I did very quickly. So, and I picked out backing fabric for it out of my stash from the Needle Workshop. And it's going to be this fabric. Hold on. I gotta hold it correctly for you. So it's gonna be on this gingham.
Yeah, won't that look cute?
Yeah, I think it'll be very cute.
And you're gonna get the antique...
Jan has the antique bells.
Antique jingle bells.
Yes, for the bottom, unless I find some sort of thing to go around
Won't that look cute? Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Outstanding.
So, happy finishes, everyone!
All right.
Let's
talk about deals.
Talk about...
Do we need to talk about the obvious elephant in the room on your face before we talk about
We can talk about
deals?
That. Sure, why not?
Because they're all saying out there in FlossTube land, look at Steph's new
What's different about Steph? Okay, so I didn't bring my other ones over here. I probably should have, but whatever.
You'll see them eventually.
They will, because eventually I'll wear a shirt that I need to wear. Okay, so before we left for Wisconsin, maybe like 3 or 4 days before we left, I really want to, generally speaking, I want to build my glasses stash.
You just want to be like Aunt Mossy.
I do. I want to be like Aunt Mossy. But, anyway, I love my tortoiseshell glasses, the ones I've been wearing recently that I got at Christmas. And then I get my glasses through GlassesUSA.com. And so this is not an ad. I don't get paid to say this. But people, if you are out there in the world and you need glasses, Glasses USA is where it is at. Because I got... Okay, so first and foremost, you can upload your prescription to the website. I mean, you do have to, like, go to an eye doctor and get a prescription, but, like, I went to Walmart, and Walmart told me what my eye prescription was, and I took that piece of paper and then plugged in the numbers on GlassesUSA.com, and it was that easy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just save that, so you create an account and save your prescription info, and then you can take a glasses-less selfie and upload that picture to your account, and then there's a try-on option, so you can see what the glasses look like on your face before you purchase them, which is ideal. Like, yeah. I don't think I could buy glasses online without that feature.
Yeah.
So not only do they have those cool options, but they also have the blue light filter option for your lenses, which I did opt in for this time, and on both the new pairs of glasses. So once you become a member, you get like the newsletter, and they are always running like amazing deals. So the deal that, and what's really cool is like when you go to check out, they tell you what the deal is. So I had a pair of glasses, and I had these ones in the cart, the red ones, because hi. And so then it said, you are eligible for the buy one, get one. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So I had a couple other pairs favorited, including a black pair. So then now I have a tortoise shell pair, this fabulous red pair, and then also a solid black pair of glasses with all different sort of frames. But I love them, and I have no shame in saying that I got 2 pairs of glasses, prescription and blue light filter added for just over $100. And that is a pretty good deal.
Sure.
And
Sure
they're not cheapo glasses. These are Muse glasses, which if you know anything about glasses, Muse is a pretty big popular brand. So I will link GlassesUSA.com. It's free to join. And I can't say enough good things about GlassesUSA.com. So
okay.
I linked them after Christmas, and I will link them today as well.
All right.
Okay.
So let's talk about some other more stitching related deals.
Yes, let's. All right, so first and foremost is the Color and Cotton Floss of the Month Club. We are eagerly looking forward to our August shipment of threads. And so this is a Color and Cotton Thread of the Month Club through Crazy Annie Stitchin. Everything that you need to know price-wise and all that kind of stuff is listed in the description box below. If you click on the link, it will take you to the information page. It is through Crazy Annie Stitchin, and there are 3 different colorways that you can pick from. The bright colors, primitive colors, or all colors. There's no color overlap through any of the groups. And then you can either get 3 skeins or 5 skeins. So you can get as little as 3 skeins of one colorway, or you can get 5 skeins of all 3 color families. And then like that, you have the best stash ever. Right. And I used a lot of Color and Cottons in my December Wordplay, and I loved stitching with them. So I highly recommend. So if you would like to jump on the bandwagon for August or for the rest of 2019, I highly recommend you click the link in the description box below.
They are lovely, lovely threads. I have stitched with them as well, and I have to say, they are my absolute favorite threads.
Yes, they're fantastical.
Okay.
Okay, so another piece of wonderful mail that we came home to on Thursday was our SewMuch2Luv Project Bag of the Month Club bag for the month of August. So, first let me give you a little bit of details about the club. So, the club is currently full for the rest of this year. I do recommend, though, if that you see a bag on our channel or someone posts on Instagram that's part of the monthly club, Sometimes, not always, but sometimes she has extras from the club that like people don't pay for or what have you, and those are listed on her Etsy shop, which is listed in the description box below. So she doesn't have any more spots available for the club for 2019, but keep your eyes peeled on her Etsy shop, SewMuch2Luv, SEWMUCH2LUV, and then you can check out to see if there's any extra bags out there.
Right.
So what it entails is, it is a amazingly, wonderfully, beautifully handmade bag by the lovely Karen Torres, who owns and operates SewMuch2Luv. And it is a bag unique to the club members. It's not one that she sells for any other customers. It's just for us in the club. And then not only do you get this amazing bag, which is a surprise to Christmas every single time we get the bag, but she also packs it full of wonderful goodies. So every month she writes a letter and kind of giving you a breakdown of like what it all is in the bag. So every month she includes a little pouch of stash tea, and I love seeing what color combination or flavor combination she's going to come up with for that particular month. So this month is lemon ginger. Really excited about that. And then there is, not always, but sometimes, there is a exclusive chart that's included that goes with kind of the theme of this month's bag. And so you'll slowly but surely get more hints as to what the bag looks like as we move through. But this is an exclusive chart from Summer House Stitchworks, and it is called Be Happy. And I am not necessarily a huge bee person, but I love that combination of blues and yellows.
Right, and that's from Summer House.
Summer House Stitchworks, yes,
right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, that is awesome.
Very cool.
And then also, for those of you that are on Instagram and are stitchers, you hopefully have heard of a lovely woman whose name is Robin, and her Instagram handle is Magnolia Baby Creates. She recently has opened an Etsy shop as well, and where she sells project bags and needle minders and things. And so she created a special needle minder just for this month's bag, and it is awesome. So I will also link Magnolia Baby Creates, her Etsy shop. And you can go check out what she has in her shop too.
Right.
So this is the super cute needle minder that came with this month's bag.
Yep.
Be mine. Love it.
Right.
So I'm assuming that you all have come to the conclusion that the bag this month is bee themed. So you would be correct.
Right.
So are you people ready? Are you people ready?
Isn't that absolutely stunning?
Oh, I'm obsessed with
Stunning.
it. So,
our friend Lisa would like it because she likes daisies.
Yes, this is very true.
Yeah.
So I love this blue, teal, aqua detail.
She has an eye for putting two colors together.
Yes, and so this is the back, which is beautiful.
Gorgeous? Yeah.
Always has her little tag, SewMuch2Luv on there.
Yep.
And then another one of her signatures is the felt heart, which I love, that matches. Mm-hmm. And this fabric says, like, be positive, be respectful, believe in yourself. It's just really, really cute, and I'm a sucker for a
affirmations,
inspirational quote, if you will. Mm-hmm. And then the inside fabric is beautiful as well.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Yep.
Super cute.
Just darling.
So for all you bee lovers out there,
yeah,
this bag is perfect for that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people who have joined the Bag of the Month Club and showing them off on Facebook. So word is getting out. And when does the club reopen?
So I got a message from Karen earlier this week, and she told me to let everyone know that in October of this year, October 2019, is when club opens up for 2020.
Okay.
So, how do you go about joining that club? You just contact Karen. It's as easy as that. So you can contact her through her Etsy shop. Mm-hmm. There is a message option, or Etsy conversation, I think is what they call it. Or you can find her on Facebook, Karen Torres. Some way, shape, or form, get in touch with her.
Absolutely.
And then you can sign up for the club. So, if you have a project bag love like I do, then you are going to want to be a part of this club for 2020. It's only getting better. Every month I'm like more and more happy about it. So, and I was like freaking over the moon about the February bag. So,
right. Yeah.
Yes.
We just love them.
We love them so much. We love Karen. We're excited about seeing Karen in September at Galleria.
Yeah.
So, so it's amazing. I highly recommend. So, mark your calendars for October 1st to check the...
Yeah, and if you're planning to go to Galleria, I realized last year, and it was our first year going, that of all the shops that are at Galleria, the lines that are forming are all at SewMuch2Luv.
Oh.
That's how much we love.
SewMuch2Luv.
SewMuch2Luv as stitchers.
Yeah.
So, if you go into Galleria, you've never been before, heads up on that.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about Twin Peak Primitives.
Let's talk about it.
Oh boy, it's getting close now, people.
It is. So,
let's talk about the weekly promo.
yes. So what we do every week is we look through their catalog of charts and we pick one that we love, that we think that you will love too, and we tell the girls and they send off for all of our amazing viewers.
And if you belong to Beach Cottage Stitchers on Facebook, they have already posted the deal.
Yes.
Because they are, let's just say, on the ball.
Yes.
And this is a brand new design. And, you know, we're heading out of summer very, very slowly. But this still says summer, and we are all about it.
Yes.
It is called Carrying Watermelon.
Yes.
And we're gonna
freaking cute.
It's gonna be a big hit.
Yes.
So
we're gonna insert a picture.
Insert the picture of Carrying Watermelon. Wait till you see this one right here. Is that not the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life?
It's adorable.
Let's just cross-stitch ants, shall we?
We shall.
Absolutely. So
Perfect.
That will go, the deal will go to the end of the week until we record next Sunday.
So you can get your copy of the pattern of the week from 3 different places. You can get it in PDF form from either the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy shop or the Twin Peak Primitives website. Both are linked in the description box below. If you'd rather have a hard copy, which is totally okay, you can do so through Beach Cottage Stitchers, and their online shop is linked below as well.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So
the other thing we want to mention, again, of course, because, oh my gosh.
Why not?
We're starting to get more and more details.
Yes.
Not free to share, but this is going to be such an awesome, awesome trip. Twin Peak Primitives has offered us an all-expenses paid trip to the Netherlands during Sinterklaas, which is early part of December.
First week of December.
First week of December. We will be leaving Cincinnati December 2nd, and we will be there until December 9th. They are arranging for a meet and greet for us, believe it or not, in a
That's cool. I'll meet and greet people.
cross-stitch shop in the Netherlands.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. How are you?
We are so excited because not only are they paying our way, they are paying for a third person to go.
Yep.
And it involves traveling with us over there and while we're there for a whole week.
I'm a
early
good traveler.
December.
Pam can tell you.
And you have heard of our adventures for now 2.5 years.
Yep.
And you know that
we have a good time.
We have a blast.
Okay.
So please look into doing what you can to be eligible for this trip. And what do they have to do, Stephanie?
Well, Pam, they have to purchase a chart by Twin Peak Primitives. And this one special chart is your ticket into the contest to win the spot on the plane, the pillow on the bed, the seat on the bus, all the things in Holland with us.
Said very well.
Thank you. And the chart is called Tracking the Seasons. We will show you a photo of it next week because we have so many inserts this week that I don't want to get anyone confused.
And you can find it on their Etsy shop.
Easy
Twin Peak
peasy
Primitives
lemon
on Etsy.
Yes. The chart retails for about $20, and it is well worth the money because there's 4 sort of charts included in it. It's a farm scene for each of the seasons. Get it? Tracking the tractor seasons.
Right.
And so you You don't even have to stitch it, though. You don't want to.
No. The record of your purchase is your ticket to be eligible.
Correct. So you can purchase your copy of Tracking the Seasons, and therefore you can purchase your entry into the giveaway by getting your chart through any of the following avenues. You can get PDF copy through their Etsy and their website, Twin Bee Primitives, like mentioned before. You can get a hard copy through Beach Cottage Stitchers, or if you choose to get your hard copy through your local needle workshop, that is totally okay with us and them. And all that we ask is so that we have record, or they have record, I should say, of your purchase, is that you take a photo of the chart, and that you post the photo either to Instagram or their Facebook business page using the hashtag DutchMania, and that is Mania with a Y.
Right.
Okay.
So that's all you need to do, and you're in for a chance to go to the Netherlands in December with us.
Yes.
So I don't know what else needs to be said. Today. I mean, just think of the fun we had in Wisconsin.
Imagine us in a foreign freaking country, people.
We're going overseas next. Not next, but soon.
All
right? Yeah.
Yes. So
go ahead and get your chart. Get entered in the contest for the trip.
Please do, because we want you to come with
us.
Someone's got them in. Might as well be you.
Correct.
Right? Okay, and then our last promotion, I think, let me look at my calendar. I think that
this might be the last week.
It might be, but it might not be. So
let's just, because it's for the whole month.
Hold, please.
It's for the whole month of August.
It does. Okay, so we will mention it next week
as well,
and then that will be the end of our mentioning about the promotion. So what we're talking about is we're talking about the 15% off code given to us by the lovely Trish from Threads and Twined. So Threads and Twined is a needle workshop, both brick and mortar and online, with a great online format, and she is brand new to the scene, and so we are doing our best to support new needle workshops, and that same Trish is amazing. So she reached out to us and asked if we wanted to have a coupon code, and we said sure, why not? We'd love to throw you some business. Sure. So if you are out there and you have something that you need to purchase, or you need to kit up, and you do not have a local needle workshop, or even if you do and you just want to spread the love, then get yourself 15% off using the coupon code Pam and Steph 15, all one word, all lowercase, Pam and Steph 15 for 15% off. You enter the code at checkout for 15% off.
You can use that discount either online or give them a call and quote her the code, and she'll give it to you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why not? Or if you're close enough to walk in,
sure,
just tell them the code and she'll give it to you.
Trish is cool like that.
Yeah.
Aren't you, Trish?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So, that means it's time for
mail call.
Well, as you can imagine,
Holy with our banana pants, people.
With our mail held for a week, we came back to the white box, that the post office uses.
Yes.
When you have been away for a while and they can't fit it all in your mailbox.
Yes.
And they leave the white box on your front steps.
Yes.
That's what we had.
They did that. This is actually years ago in your haul portion. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Okay, thank you, Pam.
All right.
Okay, so why don't you talk about that first?
Well, I just wanted to show the Sew Together bag that Kia from Kia Bee made for me. Stephanie showed hers in Wisconsin last week.
Yes.
And we've gotten a lot of comments about the design of this. Stephanie's was Wizard of Oz designed.
The fabric was.
The fabric was. Kia had bought the new line of Wizard of Oz fabric
from Riley Blake.
They talked it over which one was for which pocket.
And so before Pam shows the bag, I just want to clarify that this pattern is not of Kia's making. And
No.
And we mentioned that last week too, but I just want to clarify.
Yeah, the sewers out there all commented that there were people who
this pattern has
sold
been around.
These on Etsy already, and that the pattern was available and under different names all over the internet.
Right. So the pattern that Kia used to make this bag is called the Sew Together bag from Sew Demented. So that is the link that I put in last week's description box.
Okay.
And it's the same link that I'll put in this week's box.
Okay. So you remember Steph's from last week. I'm sure you do. So this is mine, roughly. And of course, she knew my interests, as you do, with it being nautical.
So cute.
She added all the rickrack and did the footsie cutting with the lighthouse prominent, and then there's more kids at the beach on the other side.
Girls
and
at the beach.
So, isn't there a boy there?
No.
I think this is a boy.
Okay. Fine.
Anyway, so it opens along the center like this, and all of my sections, I think all of my sections, are the red check, which I just absolutely adore.
I'm obsessed with it.
And then I've got sailboats in this section.
Yes.
And I've got 3 different colors of zippers too. And then
Look
the
at
nautical
those.
flags in the middle. Oh my God, I love this so much. And then, get ready, people.
Get ready.
Get ready. Lobsters. Lobsters in the third, right?
It's so cute.
And I've got, like I said, the 3 different colored zippers, the teal and the pink.
And navy.
And the navy. And, oh my gosh, I love this so much. And then, as Stephanie showed, you get this scallopy shaped
Cute.
needle case. I don't want to break the zipper. Nope. She's
Not a zipper. It's
I mean,
a button.
I mean a snap. And look, so she's got the nautical fabric with the lobster thing here, needle minder here, and then on the inside the red check and the lobsters. I mean, really. And
the lining on here is the lobsters too.
Right,
On the
right.
inside.
So, I mean, the workmanship, of course, is top drawer.
Yes.
It's absolutely adorable.
It's so freaking cute.
The needle minder rests right there. I can take it off. I can use it. I can leave it. I can do whatever I want to.
Yep.
Publicly, Kia, this is amazing. And to all of you sewers out there, seamstresses, yeah, I don't want to use sewers because it could be sewers. Anyway, seamstresses out there, this looks like it would be a ball to make. Kia said it took her about 4 hours.
Yep.
To make each one of those.
Wild.
So,
Yes.
that's we call them Kia tubes because we love Kia.
Right.
So,
yes.
anyway.
Okay, so now more mail call.
Okay.
So, a lot of this stuff is stuff that was in the big white box from the Postal Service.
Right.
So, this is from Cheryl, and Cheryl sent this lovely card.
Yep, love it.
Very, very cute.
Time for tea.
I love try tea.
Yep.
And so she sent us this pattern, and she said that she thought of us, and it is a Leisure Arts from Terry Lee Steinmeier. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
And
I like this row of
I like the
bears.
row
That's
of
really
bears.
cute.
And it's
Yeah.
called Bewitchin' Stitchin'.
Yeah.
And
Lots of Halloween, cute little designs there. Yeah, those row of bears all dressed up for trick-or-treating is
they're
super
so
cute.
freaking cute.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure that that's a cat.
Yeah, so that's real vintage. That's from 1988.
Look at that freaking cat on that broomstick.
Yeah, isn't
I'm
that
dying
funny?
over that.
Isn't that funny?
And then there's all these little toppers and things down here. Super, super cute.
Super thoughtful. Thank you,
Thank you
Cheryl,
so
very
much.
much. We'll have a lot of fun with that.
Yes, we will. Nope, that goes there.
Oh,
Pam.
okay.
Come on, get it together. Okay.
This came from a lovely lady named Angie.
I was going to
And
say.
she is on Instagram as hibernationstitcher.angie.c. And I got a message from the Little Stitcher on Etsy. And she said, Angie has gifted you this chart.
Yeah.
And I had favorited it on the Little Stitcher's Etsy shop and had not purchased it at that point.
Correct.
It's from a few years ago, 2016, and it's Moby Dick, you guys. Anybody like Jen Lee who is into whales, look at that. So she just thought of me when she saw it on the Little Stitcher Etsy shop and gifted it to me, and I really appreciate it. It has the word Nantucket on the bottom, and of course Moby Dick, and I just love it. I just love it. It's gonna be a new start soon. I feel anchors and harpoons and
a big frickin' whale.
and a big frickin' whale. So you know me and whales.
Is this a pattern for cross stitch?
No.
Oh, okay. It looks kind of like cross stitch.
It says Nantucket. I can't show the chart, but let me just look. Oh, it says Nantucket 1820,
Cool.
which is kind of interesting because 1820 was the year that Maine became an independent state after being part of Massachusetts. So
look at that.
So 1820 has kind of a significance for
Sure
me. So she just said, Angela or Angie C, the hibernation stitcher.
Perfect.
So thank you again, Angie. I know I've thanked you privately, but thank you again. That's just lovely, right up my alley.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so another thing that we came home to was a lovely package from Erica.
Yes.
Okay, so Erica has an Etsy shop.
Right.
And she also has a FlossTube. So let me write it down. And so her Etsy shop is Stars Hollow Stitchery.
That's a cute name.
And she makes project bags. Excuse me. And then she also has a FlossTube where she is Erica D, as in dog, House.
Yep,
So,
Erica D. House.
yes. So we have not, I'm so sorry, have
We
not
haven't
had
time to look.
to check her out.
Right,
But
we will.
I'm assuming that she's fabulous because of the lovely note that she wrote us.
Yes.
So we got this package in the note. I don't want that to fall over. Okay. So she made us 2 fantastic
Oh my gosh.
project bags.
Right.
So, okay. So I'm going to show mine first. And I love it because it matches my Kia tube. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So it's a vinyl front project bag. So this is the inside. It's clear vinyl front. And then this is that storybook fabric, which lines... This is that fabric from Riley Blake. I think the line is called There's No Place Like Home or something like that. And so as you can see, it's little Wizard of Oz motifs. Look at Dorothy and Toto up there and the thing. Okay, and then the back fabric... Stop it. Stop it! I got Dorothy, I got the Scarecrow, I got the balloon, I got some Toto, I got the lion, I got the Scarecrow, I got the Tin Man, the Emerald City, all the things.
Right.
All the things. It's gorgeous. I'm obsessed with it. Thank you so much,
It's
Erica.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
I love it.
Well,
I love it.
she outdid herself for me, too. We have so many project bags from so many lovely people, and some
And I
we
love it.
purchased, of course. And we love them all.
I actually have one on the way.
And
It's fine.
and this gal made me one, and I'm particularly thrilled with it because I have so many project bags, but I have very few that are Christmas themed.
This is very true.
And I don't know how that happened, but I really don't.
Because everyone sends you nautical ones.
Maybe
And
maybe
patriotic
that's why.
ones.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But this is the one that she made me, and that's the inside. Isn't that good and Christmassy? But wait.
There's more.
But wait, look at this fabric. Look at this.
Stop it.
Is this not adorable fabric? Oh my gosh.
I love it because it's directional, but like all directions.
Yeah, yeah. So she didn't have to really pay too much attention when she cut it because she was going to get everything.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure she had some intention, but the words on it. More sprinkles, please. All you need is love and Christmas cookies. Sugar and spice make the holidays nice.
So cute.
And baking memories. I adore this fabric and I adore this bag.
Yes.
And
thank you, Erica.
And Erica, you are a dear. And there's another peek at the red. It's just lovely.
It is.
It's just lovely.
So now Pam
Very
has a
nice.
Christmas bag.
So now I officially
have a Christmas
have
bag.
a Christmas bag. And I just adore it.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
So now,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is something that I knew was coming.
Right.
I knew that it was going to be waiting for me when I got home from Wisconsin, and I was so excited. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you already know what I'm about to show you. But
Yeah.
I was contacted by by a lovely woman named Colleen. And she is on Instagram as Sisterly's Quilting. And I was contacted by her back at the beginning of July. And she sent me 2 photos of quilts. And she said to me that she was going to make me a kitty quilt.
Make her a quilt.
But that she wanted to make sure that I didn't have one already. And I was like, no ma'am, I have no quilts. Okay, no one's ever made me a quilt before, because that is ridiculously awesome. So she was like, okay, I'll get started on it right away. This was the beginning of June, people.
June.
It was, no, July.
Like last month.
Like last month. And then it was waiting at my door just over a month later. Why do I keep going? I'm sorry, know. Colleen. It's not the company. It's the company. So, okay.
I don't know. You just got a yawning fit.
I just did. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm not actually tired, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, Colleen. Okay. So then Colleen messaged me back and forth. I knew what the end product was going to look like, long story short, but like it's totally different when you see it in person. Like I was still as surprised as I was hoping I'd be. So I knew basically what she was going to do. She was going to use the line of Tula Pink fabric called Tabby Road and make little like cat profiles, kitty heads, if you will. That's why she said kitty quilt. And so it came in the mail when we were in Wisconsin, and I waited for it to be the last thing I opened before I opened it because I wanted to squeal. So, hold on. Okay. So she sent me this lovely card. I assume that those are your pups. They're cute. I love them. Lincoln and Daisy. And thank you for your very sweet message. You know that I loved it. Okay. So, it's a little bit hard to show on camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just like show you like a corner of it on camera, and then I'm going to insert photos of it when we had it spread out on the bed. So this is what the back fabric looks like. It's this beautiful yellow. Mm-hmm. I love it. And you can see this is the quilting swirl that she also did on the front as well.
Right.
Okay. And then hold please while I fold it the other way.
It's a little difficult.
It's just a touch difficult.
All right, now you want to flip it?
Yes, kind of. Without making myself.
Well, we want to have it upside right. So
upside right. Yep, yeah. That's what we want.
Look at this thing.
Look at this thing, people.
Yeah,
people, are you seeing this?
We're still here.
It's so amazing.
This just gives you a little.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So these are all over the place. The little cat heads, and this, like that's cans of cat food. Like I die. I die.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
And it's so comfy. And
it's so well done.
If you think that I'm not going to use this as a real quilt, you got another thing coming. Okay.
Yeah.
And she said that her cats love it, so why wouldn't mine?
Right.
I know that it's black fabric, but
there are so many pretty prints that are used in this thing. It's just awesome. It's just awesome.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, and it feels good and heavy. Like, and it's going to be so wonderful.
Colleen told me that the more that you use it, the more comfier it becomes.
Yeah. So
I said, okay, Colleen, I believe you. So, thank you so much, Colleen. I love it. Amazing. I love you.
It's amazing.
So I am going to insert pictures of the quilt spread out on the bed so you guys can see. It is a full-size quilt.
Right.
It is absolutely stunning. She's amazing. All of the things. Thank you so much. I love it.
It's lovely.
So I'm going to insert those pictures.
What a wonderful, wonderful, generous offer.
Yes.
And gift.
Yes.
It just
this
was
community
wonderful.
is awesome. So
yeah.
I'll insert those pictures right here. Cool.
Yeah, so now you see the full
effect of the beautifulness.
Yeah. Rather than us just kind of,
Look at this fabric.
Throwing it up.
Look at this one right
here.
Yeah,
the blue one. Isn't that
the
pretty?
The waves. I'm dying. It's beauteous. Beauteous. Yes. And she had, during the quilting process, she had sent me some pictures and videos, and I was very, very intrigued by it all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to loosely fold it, Colleen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
There
That's
we go.
Good. Okay.
Stay. Okay.
So that was pretty much our mail call.
Yes.
That was our mail call.
Yes. So let's do everything that's not Wisconsin first.
Okay. So this is Hall.
Yeah. Welcome to Hall.
Welcome to Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Julie was having a sale. Julie Gulf Coast. We love Julie.
We do.
And
Hi, Julie.
I looked through her sale, and I found one that I had favorited somewhere else, ETSY, and
You're so ridiculous.
And Julie's came in a little less expensive.
You sure did.
So I went, okay, there you go. This is from Fairy Wool in the Wood.
Yes.
On Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, it's from Julie.
Well, it's from the designer Fairy Wool in the Wood.
Yes.
And Julie was also selling it. And Cassandra is the designer's first name.
Yep.
And it's kind of a whimsical Halloween chart.
It's super cute. She's making candy corn.
It's called Tina and Candy Corn. And
Tina.
I don't know why Tina.
I hope the cat's name is Tina.
No, I think it's...
Is the witch's name Tina?
It's the witch's name. So anyway, you got to get right up close to see this. So she's making candy corn, people.
Duh.
She's making candy corn.
So,
and there's the cat and the owl and the stove. And she's making candy.
Yeah, corn.
Corn. Well, it's just candy. Candy corn is candy.
It is.
Okay.
Good
So
point.
I got that from Julie. Thank you, Julie.
Yes.
We're going to see you soon.
We are.
And let's see what else. Let's just wait on that.
Oh, we're going to wait on that? Okay.
Yeah, let's just go through a few random things.
Are these stash unload situations?
These are eBay or Stash Unload.
Okay,
I think
great.
Stash Unload.
Okay, great.
Can't remember.
Okay, cool.
Can't remember. This is a drawn thread, and of course, you know, we don't go outside and I don't do dirt.
Right.
But I just think this is going to be exquisite stitched up.
It is.
And it's an old drawn thread from... No. I don't know what year. Hold on. 2001.
It was a good year.
So it's 18 years old.
Yep.
And it's a huge... Okay?
It's a book.
And it's called The Sanctuary from the drawn thread.
We actually have a model of this at Keepsakes.
Really?
Yep.
Where?
Wow, upstairs.
Upstairs?
In the spring room.
Oh, I'm going to have to go look.
Okay.
So,
I welcome you to do that.
Because I'm never there. I just think it's just lovely. It's more or less 4 seasons in the garden. It's kind of what it is. Okay.
It's super
And
pretty.
I love seasonal things like that.
She does.
So I got that.
Yes.
And then I got this razor roof. And I may have this.
Yeah, we need to leave that out.
Because we
so I
have
can
no
check.
inventory of our stash. I may have this, but I don't know whether I have the buttons.
Oh, okay. That's what
So I got this with the idea that I'll keep one with the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'll have the other one available for a giveaway at some point.
Yeah.
This is, remember the clotheslines? Like Wishy Washy and the Santa one.
Santa's clothes.
And, you know, that
Santa
whole
Claus.
line that the girls did. So this is, the girls.
Yeah, the girls.
Teresa and
Susie.
This is called Peter's Cotton Knits.
From Raise the Roof.
From Raise the Roof. And it's not a very good picture, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
And it's got a great...
Yeah, Pam?
It's got a great selection of buttons.
Yes, it does.
See that birdhouse there? That birdhouse right there.
And for anyone that knows anything about Jabco buttons, they are not cheap.
Yeah, so to get the whole thing for a fairly reasonable price.
Correct.
So I picked that up
Here.
online somewhere.
Yes.
And we want to talk about this?
Yes.
We got Leslie's Under the Sea Fabric of the Month.
Yeah.
And it is called Selkie, Selkie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lovely neutral.
It is.
With a very
slight
variegation.
Modeling.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how well that shows up, but it's a lovely neutral.
It's like a taupe brown.
We usually
pink.
get what? A fat
32 count. Oh, we get a fat half.
Fat half, 32 count Joblin.
Yes.
That's our fave.
That's our jam.
And so we'll both get some use out of that.
Yes.
For sure.
It's a fantastic
And then
neutral.
Who was it?
I don't know what you're thinking about.
I think
Pam.
it was Pam Reed.
Okay.
Pam Reed was running a coupon code.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Pam Reed.
For an Etsy shop in Russia.
Yes.
And I thought, let's just check, because she carried Owl Forest.
Yes.
And so...
Can I have a piece of paper?
You can have the piece of paper.
Can I please? So I can write down the Etsy shop.
There you go.
The Etsy shop's name is... Right. Mercresticum.
Mercresticum. Yeah. Com, I think. Mercresticum.
Okay.
Right. So let me see the packing slip a minute, because the discount from Pam Reed, and that's Pam's Crafty Corner on FlossTube, was took off $8.72 American cents, dollars and cents.
Well, how long does the code go for, though? I don't want to tell the people about the code.
I don't know.
So you got to go look at Pam Reed.
Yeah, I don't know how long it went for, but I took advantage of it. So that's all I can say.
Right.
You'll have to check. Anyway, she's Mercresticum on Etsy.
Right. I'll link the shop.
All right. I had seen these ornaments, or magnets, if you will.
Oh, they're on wood.
Yeah.
I thought they were just on paper.
Somewhere on Instagram,
Okay.
and I fell in love with them. There's probably more than I purchased. I think there are about 6.
Yeah.
And I tried to find them online and couldn't. So not only the Owl Forest line, but these drink magnets.
We don't know what they say because we don't speak whatever the
Well,
language
we
is.
know from the picture. These are going to be fun. These are going to be fun. So this one is, and there's a label that is hiding part of the design, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
This is the beer one.
They're so
Okay.
cute.
So it's like a kit, and it's on this piece of wood. You stitch on the wood, people.
Stitch on the wood.
Yep. Okay, so that's the beer one.
So cute.
This is the vodka.
Vodka.
Which, of course,
We had to get.
Yep. And I think there's probably 3
Yeah.
or 4 more in
There's
this line. But
yeah,
I
there's
wanted
champagne.
I wanted to keep it kind of under a certain dollar amount, along with what I got from Owl Forest.
Right.
And this is the wine one. Isn't that pretty?
It's so pretty.
So pretty. So there's 3, and they're like all kits.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, you know me, I'm kind of a contrarian. All this hype about Owl Forest.
Oh, now we're going to open it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just going to show it.
Well, maybe I will just show it.
Yeah,
since
just
we're
show it.
getting a little long in the tooth here.
I love when you say that.
Anyway, all that business about
what does that mean?
Shh. All that business about that whale from Owl Forest.
Yeah, that freaking whale.
You know, as much as I like whales, I just wasn't feeling it on that whale.
Nope, wasn't feeling the whale.
I just thought that I would look and see what else Owl Forest had, and I fell in love with this. And it's called, well, what is it called? Where's the packing slip?
Over there. Carrot Forest.
Carrot Forest. Did you see this one?
Yeah.
I'm not going to open the box. You've seen other unboxings, so you know what Owl Forest
Maybe
does.
Pam will do an Instagram unboxing later.
Well, we'll see. All right, so there you go.
I've been trying to get you to open that box and see we got it. So
Yeah. All right. So it's Carrot Forest. Isn't that cute for spring?
Yes.
I just love it.
And it comes with everything.
Everything in there.
Yep.
Yeah, not the frame.
No, but threads, fabric.
Yeah, it's all in Russian, which fascinates me.
Let me fix this.
Whoa!
Oh.
No, that was not lightning.
Sorry. Okay.
But anyway, of course, I can't tell you anything.
Right. Other than there's
It
carrots
does
and
say
sausage.
32 count Zweigert Belfast.
Okay,
Well,
great.
Of course, 32 is Belfast.
Correct.
There's
There's a lot of information.
a
here,
lot
but
of information, but it's all
we
in
don't
Russian.
know what the
and we're
heck
not
it
Russian.
says.
So
No.
it finishes to. I don't know what that is. 2 numbers, us and math. 193 by 167. I'm going to assume that's a stitch count.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me, Pam.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Isn't this fun though?
It's really cool.
Carrot Forest. So this appealed to me much more than that whale. I think the other thing about that whale was that it looked like Viking ships in the water around the whale.
Ships.
And Vikings just does nothing for me.
Doesn't do nothing for
It may appeal to people in Minnesota or where,
Where Vikings live.
the Norse settled.
Yeah, but not here in Ohio.
But not this Mainer and not this Ohio girl. All right, so that was
Is that
the extent
everything that's...
of
yes. Okay.
my haul.
That wasn't from Wisconsin.
What?
That's all from Lynn's. Okay. So now I'm going to show you my haul that is not from Wisconsin.
Right.
Okay, so I only have 3 little things, and they're all with a needle and thread.
Yeah.
Because I have a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got, when I was away on vacation, our order from Brenda Gervais came in with all of her new releases, so I picked up the 2 that I wanted. So this is Holiday Hoopla, Halloween.
Cute.
If you haven't seen this, then you're not on the internet at all.
Yeah.
So, I love it, and the model is stitched on 36 count. No way. And I'm going to do it on 32 count.
Yeah.
So
this is cute.
On
32?
the same color, which is Kermit from Picture This Plus.
Right.
Okay, that needs to go over. Shush, Pam. Okay. Because I have an idea for that. Okay. And then this is another one of her new releases, and it is called Boo to You.
Right.
And I'm just plain obsessed with her.
Is it a her or him?
Yeah, it's a dress, Pam.
Oh, it is a dress.
It is a dress.
Okay.
And I think my favorite part is the candy corn necklace.
Yeah.
But I love that. I think it's super freaking cute.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stitching, but I'm excited about it. So there's that. And then this, people. Okay, if you are on Instagram and you do not follow Brenda Gervais, what are you doing with your life? Because not only do you get sneak peeks of her upcoming releases, but you also get little pieces of fabulousness every once in a while. So, she, for those of you that do not know, you as your average stitcher in the world can go to her website, which is Country Stitches Online or something like that. I'll link it below because you're going to want to go to it after I show you what I bought. And you can purchase anything that she has. Like, you can go purchase that Holiday Hoopla direct from her as a customer if you would so choose to do that. You can also buy it at Keepsakes. You can buy it at your local needlework shop, wherever. But she has an online shop for her customers. So, and it is Country Stitches. Not to be confused with Country Sampler. It's Country Stitches. Okay.
I know. That's confusing. It wasn't to me, but now I've been to Country Sampler, so I have
you get it now.
I have a mental reference.
So, I follow Brenda Gervais on Instagram, and probably about 2 weeks ago or so, she posted just like a little corner of this cute project bag that she was making. And then she said, coming soon. Okay? And then while we were away in Wisconsin, she posts a full-bore picture of the project bag and says that you can purchase all the supplies needed on her website. I could not get to it fast enough. So I am referring to this Stitcher's Rule, and it is a panel of fabric designed by Brenda Gervais, available exclusively at her website. And you buy the panel of fabric. It comes with all the instructions. This is what it freaking looks like. Queen of the Needle, Boss of the Floss. So you get this panel right here. It comes all as one big panel. And then the person that's going to make the project bag, aka Jan Calvert, for me, you cut this part out. You have to provide your own rickrack if you so choose, and then your own zipper. But this blue ticking is also included in this kit. And then this little strawberry right here, the stuff that you need to make that strawberry is also included in this kit.
Which is the zipper pull.
Which is the zipper pull, yes. So it says Queen of the Needle, Boss of the Floss. It's incredible. So you can see the panel in here. It comes with very, very good detailed instructions. She does recommend that, so we are super lucky and blessed that I can take this just like this and hand it directly to Jan Calvert and say, make me a bag.
Yeah.
And then she'll make me a bag and it'll be beautiful and I'll love it. A lot of people don't have that. If you want to send it to Keepsakes, you are more than welcome to do that. I highly suggest it. But it is recommended for your moderate sewer and above. So your average seamstress, if you have never used a sewing machine before, don't try it at home.
Yeah.
find someone to help you, or
have an intermediate knowledge of sewing. I think.
Thank you. Intermediate is the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. So I will link her blog, the shop below, so you can check it
Right.
out. Okay, so let's talk about what we bought in Wisconsin. Okay, so first and foremost, we went to Lynn's of Madison. We had a fantastic experience, like we already talked about.
Right.
So I did take a shop tour video, and so before we show you everything that we bought, we want to insert the video tour of Lynn's of Madison. So we are here in Madison, Wisconsin at Lynn's of Madison. It was one of the places that we wanted to stop on our way home to Cincinnati from my aunt's house, and so I'm here to give you a tour. It's a awesome shop. I can tell you that. I can flip the camera around and show you, but it is a not just a cross stitch shop. It's a frame shop. It's an art shop. It's a supplies for creative people is kind of their tagline. So there's all sorts of goodies in here for all of the crafty people. It's more or less framing, art, like painting and things like that, and then there's like cross stitch too. So there's no quilting stuff here, but that's okay. We're going to Country Sampler next. So let me flip the camera around and I will give you a little tour of Lynn's of Madison. All right, I'll see you on the flip side, literally.
Yeah, it was really fabulous.
Yes.
Just chock-a-block full. And the
goodies.
nicest staff. The nicest staff.
Yes.
A couple of the ladies knew who we were.
Yeah. One of them was like, you guys
and
don't
of course,
look familiar.
the lovely Beth who met us at the front door.
Correct.
And it was just a great experience.
Yeah.
We took our time. And like I said, I took something into the shop that I needed materials for.
Mm-hmm.
And that was this Jeanette Douglas. You know I love Jeanette Douglas. And this originally was called the Mystic Sampler, and it was issued at a retreat that Jeanette hosted in Mystic, Connecticut. It was finally released to the general public as the 4 Seasons Sampler. I've probably shown it on the video when I purchased it.
Yeah.
But you can see it's 4 seasons, and I love it. So what I ended up doing was going to the back of the chart where the materials list was. It calls for 32 count light exemplar from
Lakeside.
And I was able to purchase that. So there's the fabric. And I was able to purchase
Quite a few.
all of the needlepoint silks I was able to get at Lynn's.
Yes.
And I was able to get some of the
Belsois.
Belle Soie and
Some of the Swear
some of the Soie d'Alger.
Yes, Soir d'Alger.
And some of the Mill Hill beads.
Yeah.
So I just put it all in a Ziploc and labeled it for myself and put it with my chart. Some other things that I'm going to have to get online.
Good, you did check mark them all. Okay,
I did check mark them off on the materials list on the back.
Perfect.
So that's something that I like to do when I go to an unfamiliar shop and get things that maybe Keepsakes doesn't typically carry. And they did have the Lakeside, which Keepsakes does not carry.
Right.
So I'm on my way with kitting this up.
She's on her way, people.
Okay.
Yes, that's one thing that I will say is that if you are looking for Lakeside linens,
Yeah.
I highly recommend giving Lynn's a call.
Right. So then we went through the charts. I went through the charts.
Yes.
And I came up with 3 primitive hairs that I thought would be fun to have.
Yes.
I got the Queen of the Needles Patriotic at Bush Mountain in March. And this is the Thanksgiving Queen of the Needle, which I love. I love that turkey for some reason.
So cute.
So this makes into a little trifold.
Pilgrim Queen of the Needles.
Yeah, Pilgrim Queen of the Needles.
Yes.
I also got Witches of Salem, which
has been on both of our lists for a while.
which has been on our list for a long time. And I really think that is really something.
It's good.
I just like the design of that.
As do I.
And then this one is called Salem Stitcher Hood. And I'll tell you why I got this one, because it included not only the fabric is in there. That's the fabric. I don't exactly know what that piece of paper is.
Look at the front.
Dear Lord, protect this family.
Yeah, you put it inside the book.
It's a book? It looks like it's a wall hanging.
See how it rolls up?
Oh, so this is what Stephanie's trying to tell me.
Yep, that's fine.
So you see this down here? This is a little pocket. And this note, which must have been written by one of the ladies who was hanged, is rolled up in the little pocket to go on the side of this design. And then it ends up being a wall hanging. And this package contained the wooden wall hanging. So I thought that was a deal.
It is.
To get that. I'd never seen that before.
Yep.
And that's very cool. It's even cooler now than I
Now that you
thought
realize
it
the
was.
thing about the note.
Yeah. And I only got 2 other things there, only because, well, not only. I got this Blackbird, Long May She Wave. It's to make a flag sewing box.
Which is freaking dope.
Which I thought was friggin' dope.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So I had to get that.
I said, Pam, do you have this? She
And
said,
this
no.
was on the wall. You know how to sell a pattern. Just have somebody put it on the wall.
And Linda Jo stitched that.
Well, I don't remember that, but I do remember this being on the wall. Hannah's Brownstone from the Scarlet House.
Yep.
Yeah. So I love that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So that was my Lynn's haul.
Yes. So, want to see my Lynn's haul?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do.
Good, because I'm about to show you. Okay. So, I also wanted to kit up something that was, you know, something that was kitted up at one of the shops in Wisconsin. Very similar idea to Pam's.
As a memory.
Yes, and so this is actually a really new purchase of mine. It's the Plum Street Samplers Cereal Bowl Collection Lesson number 4. And so that is the chart, which I had already purchased. And then I got all of the things. So it only called for 6 colors, so I thought that was pretty good. And then the Lakeside Linens 32 count pecan butter. It's definitely a darker fabric than is called for, but I like it.
Yeah, we laid them all out and we picked. Yeah.
So that is fantastic. I actually purchased 3 Scarlet House patterns. This first one is called Orts and Ends, which I'll show you on the back, but is meant to be a little Ort box. You could see on the back the little box,
Isn't that cute?
which I thought was very cute. I'd never seen this before.
Let me see that a second.
Yep. And then this, which I actually, if you watched Jen Lee, her...
Well, it says the box can be found at Michael's.
Yeah.
A little paper mache box.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
4x4.
Fabric.
If you stitch it on 40 count. Which,
That's not going to happen.
That ain't gonna
So
happen.
I'm going to need about a 6x6 box. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you guys watched Jen Lee's 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Take 4 video, then you know that she finished this without the buttons, and I'm obsessed with it. And I might need your conversion, Jen. Okay. This is Scarlet House. This is my happy place. I love it. I do like Jen's... what she used for the...
Yeah, she didn't use white. She used
No.
something darker.
She didn't use parchment, at least. So,
Okay.
Jen, hit
Yeah.
me up, homie.
Right.
So, I love this so much. I can't wait to add these buttons. Because, like, everyone's is going to be different, you know, based on the buttons that you use, which is
That's
very
cool.
cool.
There you
Yes. Thank you, Pam. And my last Scarlet House that I got is called Strawberry House. And I actually saw Linda Jo stitch this. And it's so freaking cute. And I love it. And so, this is what it looks like. Strawberry House. It's just cute and summery, and I like it. So, who knows when I'll stitch it, but I love it. Okay, and then this one, well, hold on. I'll talk about it now. This was a model on the wall,
Yep.
and what sold it, it
was so funny because we both went to buy it.
and I was like,
And
no,
I had it
Pam,
in
I
my
got it
hand
first.
and she goes, I already got it.
Got it first.
That's how much it made an impression. And it wasn't that big.
No, And oh, that's all stitched on there. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so the model on the wall, which you saw in the tour video of this chart, was stitched on a completely different fabric, and that different fabric is what made the look.
Yeah.
So, this is called The Gobbler from Heartstring Samplery, and it says, The Gobbler Rides Again.
Right.
I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah. And
so cute.
So, if you want to play back the video from the shop, you'll see this in the video, and you'll see what difference the colored fabric made. And it made such an impression. Like I said, we both were going to buy it.
Yes, and for anyone, if you're wondering what the fabric is that was used on the model at the shop, the fabric is called Loch, L-O-C-H.
Like the Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. So that's the fabric by Picture This Plus. Okay, so then they also had, in all of the needlework shops I've ever been in, this is the largest selection of Charlie Harper charts I've ever seen ever.
Charlie Harper, do you believe it?
So if you're out there looking for a Charlie Harper chart, I highly recommend giving them a call.
Yeah.
And so the first one I got is called Catnip.
Of course.
For obvious reasons. And, like, these are in obviously fantastic condition. Like, I love this. I even like this one, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, the little Bambi is awfully cute.
And then I got Watermelon Moon.
Oh, that looks kind of familiar, doesn't it?
Look at those
Charlie's
raccoons.
Wonderful Raccoons, yeah.
Yes, and I like this bunny a lot, too. Watermelon Raccoon.
Yeah.
And they are Katie Artistry.
Yeah.
So very sort of handish written charts.
Yep. Yep.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Oh, well. Do the best you can.
Okay, and then, people, I went a little bit bananas, and I got 4 Blackbird design charts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one is, none of them are out of print, I don't think. But, okay, so the first one is called Merry Christmas. I've never seen this before. I love the colors so much. And it's just a different sort of palette for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is Pumpkin Farm, Anniversaries of the Heart Pattern 10.
I love that.
Do you?
Yeah, with the white pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hands off. Hands off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe then I'll put P in there because that's kind of what the purpose of the Anniversaries of the Heart is for, so you can dedicate each one to a different family member.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. Okay, so then I got this book, which is Maria Selby Humphrey, 1831. And so this is what the book looks like. And I got it for this. I'm obsessed with that. I think it's gorgeous. I love this detail up here. Yeah. I like these stars here. I love everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So pretty. But it also includes the sampler, which is the Maria Selby Humphrey, 1831.
Wow.
So, yeah,
that's the original.
Look at the old little
stitches.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
This education forms the common mind just as the twig is bent, the tree is inclined.
Keep.
Put your boots on, people.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last Blackbird book that I got is one that I've been meaning to get for forever, and I just haven't. But it is called For My Friend by Blackbird Designs. And then I basically love just about everything that's in here. This is called My Home Sewing Box. I love that because red is my favorite color, so yes. And then there's some wool applique stuff in here too. And then look at this freaking Valentine's Day stocking. You're gonna pee yourself. It's so cute.
It is. It is.
I love it so much. And then I also love
that one.
This is called Love One Another.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that elegant looking?
It just is so elegant looking.
It is.
And I might actually change some of the colors as opposed to doing it just all in mulberry, doing them in different colors. But okay, I guess that's not an idea Pam likes. That's great. So, thank you to everyone at Lynn's that we got to talk to, whether you were an employee or if you were just someone passing through. And so we had the best time. I'm going to put the information below.
Highly recommend Lynn's. Supplies for Creative People. Yes. O'Donnell Road, Madison, Wisconsin. Yes. And their website is www.lindsofmadison.com.
Which will be linked below.
Yes.
Okay, so then we hopped in the car and drove 45 minutes west to Spring Green Country Sampler. Right. So, unfortunately, the owner was not at home. Wow. Was not at the shop. Right. She had some plans.
Jeannie is her name?
Yep, Jeannie. She had some plans with family, and so she was not there. And it was so... Okay, so let me just talk to you a little bit about Country Sampler. So, Country Sampler is a wonderful shop. It is very unique in that it's not like your typical needlework shop where you walk in and there's models all over the walls and boxes and boxes and boxes of charts. It is a small square footage. It has a lot of quilting supplies, lots of bolts of fabric. They gear more towards your primitive and country home farmhouse type of feel, with quilting and with cross stitch. Right. They do not sell every designer that ever exists. I did not see a single Lizzie Kate in there.
No. That's just not their thing.
Right. Yeah.
What they have done though is they have taken different charts.
Yep.
And they have come up with their own fabric and fiber conversion. Yep. And have packaged a kit. Mm-hmm. And if you happen upon something that has been kitted up,
Yes.
and they are very talented, they certainly know their style and what their
Yes.
customer base is,
And their
et cetera, et
aesthetic.
cetera, and their aesthetic. And so oftentimes if you see something on the wall, close by is the fully kitted design.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, it may appeal to you, it may not appeal to you, and you can just simply get the chart.
Right.
They also, Jeannie designs her own fabric line, believe it or not.
Yep.
So there's a huge section of that, her newest line. So there's just a ton of talent in that business. They've been around for 40 years, and they're kind of a destination shop for
Yes.
a lot of quilters and stitchers.
Yes.
And I think the lady that we were talking to said that even from her perspective, as someone who has worked in the shop for years and years and years, cross stitch is blowing them up in a very positive way.
Absolutely.
So
For sure.
I thought that was very interesting to hear that.
Yes.
For a shop that's been in business twice the years that Keepsakes has been in business, and they're seeing an impact in the return and the resurgence of the craft. So we took our time. We took in the ambiance of the place.
Yes.
And
the only other thing I wanted to say was that the don't be discouraged by their kitting up situation.
Right.
So
Right.
I did want to kind of give a rundown of like, so there's two purchase options for a chart that's been stitched. So if you see a model on the wall, you can either buy it kitted, like Pam was talking about, or you can buy it not kitted, but it will still provide you a little piece of paper with their conversion in it.
Oh, that's right.
So
Forgot
you
that.
can get it either way. You're not like you don't have to get it kitted the way that they have it stitched.
Right.
So there are some options there. And then also like I was talking to the girls at the shop yesterday, and their
Keepsakes, you mean?
at Keepsakes, yes. And so the general designer aesthetic is like Plum Street samplers with dye needle and thread, Carriage House samplings, Kathy Barrick, Scarlet House,
Teresa
Kogut, Stacy Nash, a lot of those primitive like designers,
right?
Not Forgotten Farm, a lot of those things.
That niche of designs,
correct?
Right.
And so they've already taken these primitive designs and designers and trimmed them down even more.
Right.
So it's a very unique aesthetic, and as my sort of tastes have evolved and changed in the last 2 years since I started stitching, I think that I appreciate it more now than I would have in the first 6 months.
Probably would not have appealed to you at all.
I would have been like, this is terrible. Get me out of here.
Right.
But now I love it. Blackbird Designs is another big one they carry.
Right.
So, it is, you can buy everything in there from floss. They don't sell DMC, but they have all 3 big lines of overdyed flosses. And they have a selection of needlework fabric as well as quilting fabric. So it is a shop that, like, even though you're about to see a tour of the shop, it is a go-to. Like, you have to really go to it to experience it.
Absolutely.
It's, you can look at photos online, you can watch our video tour, you can see our haul, but until you really go and see...
Even the music that was coming over the speakers,
which is not the music that will cover
no,
my tour,
but it creates an ambiance.
It sure does, yes.
So
absolutely.
there you go.
So before we show you our haul, we want to insert the tour videos of Spring Green, and so we will insert the tour of Country Sampler here. So we are inside Country Sampler. It's adorable. I'm gonna move in. Basically, there's like 3 beds right here. I could sleep on them. So there's actually only 1 bed, but so I'm gonna take some video and show you. It's super cute. You guys are gonna want to come here. So yeah, let's check it out. So I hope that you understand what we mean about that.
Right.
And it was wonderful, and a very sincere thank you to Jeannie and to Polly at Country Sampler for getting permission for us to use the video, getting permission to use the video in this FlossTube video.
Yes.
And because we were really hoping we'd be able to put it in today's video, and they said yes.
Yeah.
So thank you all for that so much. Okay, so how about you show your haul first?
I wanted to show you.
Yeah, we got to show the packaging.
We got to show you the packaging. Everything is put in these clear bags with their logo on the front and their contact information, obviously, and a lovely bow. Yes. And I have not untied mine since we got home, so I'm going to do that now because I can't remember what I bought, to be perfectly honest. And so I'm doing that easier than I thought I would.
Yep.
And
don't let the cats get that.
No, nice handle.
Yes.
So, I got two kitted up and 2 not.
Oh, 3 not.
No, 3 not.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll start with some of the ones that are not. This is from Abby Rose Designs. I'm not that familiar.
She's newer, I think.
I don't know.
That's 2019 though.
Yeah, this is 2019. And so Abby Rose Designs, and this is called Let Freedom Ring. And did I see this on the wall? I don't remember.
No.
No, I just came across it in the box. So there's that. I absolutely love it. I love all the gold windows.
Yeah, those will be fun.
Yeah. So that's Let Freedom Ring from Abby Rose Designs. Was this on the wall? I think so.
Yes, they had a model of it on the
They had
counter.
a model of this. This is Stacy Nash Primitives, and this is called Berry Basket Sewing Tray. And I loved Stephanie Blocky-Rears. I loved the bunting. Yeah.
It was pretty, I'll say.
It was pretty made up. That's not the best photography, but
it looked gorgeous stitched.
It's very, very, very pretty.
It is.
This was on the wall, and I loved it, and she said something to me when I bought it.
No. Okay.
This is from the Pin Keep, and it's called Pledge Allegiance.
Oh, the thing that she told you when you bought it was that Jeannie loved that chart so much, stitched the model, and it was very popular. And so there's an actual thank you in the chart to Jeannie at Country Sampler for the promotion of the chart.
Okay,
basically.
so it's from the Pin Keep. She has a blog, thepinkeep.blogspot.com, and it's called Pledge Allegiance 1892. Very, very primitive, but I did like it quite a bit.
It was really, really pretty.
I might brighten it up just a smidge, but there you go.
Cool.
The Pin Keep. Okay, and these last two are kitted up per their staff.
Yes.
And this one was hanging in the office on the wall.
In the mailroom.
We had to go ask about this one, but this is Teresa Kogut.
Because in the mailroom in the back corner is where they keep all their like seasonal stuff,
right?
And they have saloon doors, and we looked like you could see into the room,
right?
And they had this there, and I was like,
yeah, I just kind of think he's just adorable. This is Season's Greetings, cross stitch 190 from Teresa Kogut, and it's all kitted up.
So the way that it looks on the chart cover though is not at all how it looked at Country Sampler.
Right. So roughly, this is the design.
Yes.
With that happy snowman on there.
Yes.
And it's all kitted up, so I've got the fabric and the floss. And that is what is on the wall using these materials. So this is what I fell in love with, and this is the chart.
Correct.
Am I explaining that correctly?
You are, Pam.
All right. And did I see this on the wall? I don't remember.
Yes, you did.
I did?
Yep. Sure did.
I don't know.
Yep, I know exactly where it was.
Oh, all right. Then never mind.
Okay,
Stacy Nash Primitives.
Awesome.
And again, this is kitted up. So Nantucket Sewing Set from Stacy Nash. Again, whale, anchor, yes, take my money. And this is their fabric and thread conversion. And
this is packaged so nicely.
It's just lovely. I love the roses around the anchor. So
yeah,
that was my Country Sampler haul.
Yes.
And I am thrilled with everything.
Well, that is just fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so full disclosure, does anybody out there have the Marco Polo app where you can send video messages back and forth to your friends? Well, I have it, and Kia and I talk on it all the time. And for full disclosure, she saw all my country sampler haul, and she saw all my Lynn's haul. So I actually had to put my back together. Oh, can you take these away from where the cats are? Okay, great. Okay, so sorry, not sorry.
Cats eat ribbon.
They do. Mo eats ribbon.
Yeah.
So I am ridiculously sentimental, and so they had this gorgeous Wisconsin quilt when you first walked in the door,
On the
and
right-hand
it was
side.
beautiful.
You're going there soon.
And so then right next to the quilt, they had the bolts of fabric. And so I knew that I wanted
The full panel.
The full panel. So this is probably the best way to show it.
Right.
So it's got all like the
Isn't that
badger and the Wisconsin and the
Yep.
deer and all the things.
Right.
So this is to make a project bag. Don't get excited, people. I'm not quilting, okay?
Right.
Everybody calm down. And then so that is going to be my exterior fabric, and then this is going to be my interior.
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
Love that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jan.
Ahead of time.
Yes. Okay. So okay, I'll show the things. So this is a really good example of what I mean in regards to buying it fully kitted or fully not kitted. And with just their conversion list, okay? So this was one that they had up on the wall. I don't like it how it's pictured, but I loved Country Sampler's conversion. And this is called Heap on the Wood by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. So that is what the chart looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in my tour, this was on, you saw this on the wall. And then the kit, you can come back, Pam. The kit had 36 count linen. And I don't stitch on 36 count linen. So I said, that's fine. I'll just take the short. So, so as you can see, there's like this little piece of paper with all the information.
Cool.
So that's really, really cool. Yeah, she in the model used 32 count. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So I'm excited about this because I loved that conversion. And then this one was wild. Okay, so this is another one that I got that is, I didn't get fully kitted up. And if you go to Country Sampler, and you could probably tell this from my video, is they have cross stitch in all the nooks and crannies. It's basically like a house, right? Yeah. And so look everywhere for cross stitch because it is hidden in little nooks and crannies.
Right.
Things. Okay. So I saw this stitched as a pillow on a shelf, and I was like, give me that right now. And this picture is awful. And it is called Winter Fox from Not Forgotten Farm. I mean, it's not awful. I shouldn't say that. It's cute. But it's just not my color palette. And their conversion is super dulled down. There's one color called Colonial Copper that they did not have in stock. That's fine. I can get that. Right. So instead of getting it all kitted up, here's the piece of paper with the information. I pulled my own threads, and that's why they didn't have it kitted up, because Colonial Copper was called for. And then I can get the fabric at any time.
Right.
So cute. I would never stitch this if I hadn't seen that conversion. Love it.
Right.
And then the last one, which is all kitted up, and I am so excited about this. Like, so excited about this. Okay. Another Not Forgotten Farm. And this is called Old Mustard Moon. And this was on the wall right underneath that heap on the wood. And it's cute. Like, not cute, but it's like spooky, and I like it just as it is. But wait till you see the conversion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, very fallish.
And very spooky.
Yeah.
And I'm all about it. So this is 32 count Murky from Picture This Plus.
Yeah.
And I am here for it.
Right.
Here for it. So that is all of my haul from Country Sampler.
Yep.
you know, if you can go, if you are a primitive stitcher, if you like that style, if you're getting into that style, if you just want to see some pretty things, then I highly recommend checking out Country Sampler. I will also say, so they had, when you walked in over to the right, there was like kind of a little fall table display, and sitting on top of the table was With Thy Needle and Threads, Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. It's not one that has been on my list, but they're and so I said to whoever was helping us, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but she was helping us, and so I said to her, where do I find Grateful, Thankful, Blessed? And she said that they were waiting on it, and I said, okay, that's fine. She was like, well, you can order it, and then we'll just call you when it comes in. And they had a fantastic form that you filled out. Like, it was just like, put your name, your number here. You could even give them your credit card information ahead of time if you wanted to. And then like 4 blocks for items that you wanted to order that if they didn't have it in the shop. And I thought that was genius, because it wasn't like this big, huge form. It was just like a little strip of paper. It was perfect. So they seem to really have it together there. And so I highly recommend going. And they also have a website, which I'll link below as well, too. So that is that. Yeah.
It was a delightful visit. Yes. And we sincerely appreciate all the help we got, being new to the shop, and we especially thank Jeannie for giving us permission to shoot some video, and we hope we did the shop justice. Yes. It is definitely someplace that, especially if you are a primitive stitcher, that you will just fall in love with.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's time to give something away.
Yes, we haven't given something away in a couple of weeks. So we decided to pay homage to Wisconsin and also Pam's finish. So we have 2 charts up for grabs for you for this week. One.
Now, are these, you have to take both, or are we going to do 2 different?
No, you got to take both.
You got to take both.
You got to take both.
Okay.
2 for the price of 1.
Right.
So the first one is called Barnyard Buddies.
Yep.
And if I had $1 for every barn I saw in Wisconsin, I'd be a rich, rich woman.
This is vintage. This is 1987.
It's a good year, people.
Yeah.
And then on the back, there's cows, horses, cats.
More animals.
Rabbits.
Yeah.
Everything one would need who lives on a farm.
Yeah.
And then also, Pam is passing the stash on North Woods by Ink Circles.
Right.
So,
what are we going to say?
Let's say, if you would like to be entered into the giveaway to win these charts 2-for-1 deal.
Tell us if you have ever been to a farm.
No.
No.
Let's stop.
Forget that.
Forget that idea. I don't like that at all. Bam. Okay. Let's say if you have traveled this summer, where have you gone?
Oh, that opens it up.
Yeah. So, and what was your favorite thing you did there? How about that?
Wow. Okay, it's 2 charts, so you got to...
Two-folded question.
Yeah, 2-folded question.
Yes.
Have you traveled, and what was your favorite thing?
And if you haven't, then what's your favorite thing you did this summer?
Yeah.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah. We don't make it that difficult.
We don't make it that difficult. So that's the giveaway for next week.
Yes.
We are really...
long in the tooth, Pam.
We're long in the tooth this week.
But we knew we would be. Can you imagine if we'd waited and not had the... Oh, my God.
We would have sat here until it was
And
dark.
I have to pee so badly. Just for everyone's information.
Anyway, plans.
Yes.
What are our plans? Well, we really don't have any.
Nope, except to stitch.
To stitch.
I gotta go back to work on
We are going to continue on our Instagram.
Yes.
Common Threaded Stitcher.
Yes.
If you are on Instagram, you've seen us. Mm-hmm. We're all over the place.
All over the place.
We are so enjoying this. This has really been quite an experience.
It has.
Speaking for the whole team, to just see such imaginative and creative photo responses to the prompts every day. Mm-hmm. And this is what? This is the 17th? 18th. That's right. The 18th of August. So we're halfway through the month. We have a whole rest of the month to go. Mm-hmm. And what fun we're going to have.
Also, my birthday's in 4 months from today.
Just FYI. So we're going to continue with our Instagram prompts. Mm-hmm. I have a couple of secret projects I'm working on because we're heading into retreat season and smalls exchanges and all kinds of stuff like that.
All the things.
You're just going to stitch and go to work.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Pretty much it.
That's all I got.
And we're going to wrap this up because even without the inserts, we're on 2 hours. So thanks for hanging in there with us. We've just had so much to tell you about. That's all there is to it. We're not apologizing. We're not sorry.
Nope.
So until next week, we hope you get some stitching in. Make time to stitch.
Please do.
And make an effort to get together with people in your area. Yeah. There was a lot of talk last week about those Wisconsin stitchers. They've got to make some plans.
Get it together.
And get it together and find a place to all stitch together because there's
everybody go to Cops and stitch.
Have frozen custard and stitch.
Yes.
All right. So until next Sunday.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching.
Bye.